back with Play On.
I'm very proud to call myself a nerd, along with your nerd society that you've created, and you should all become nerds too. I have had the honor and the pleasure to watch Zachy and Dave start this company and grow it over the years, and I am so proud of everything that you guys have achieved in keeping your promise to support this amazing charity over the years. So for everything that you've done to further Operation Smile's efforts to improve the quality of life for children all over the world, I am very privileged and excited to present the Operation Smile Corporate Humanitarian Award to Zachary Levi and David Coleman from the Nerd Machine.
Wow. Thanks to whoever put that video together. That was pretty amazing.
We do more than just throw dance parties.
Yeah,
we do that.
We raised a bunch of money, thankfully.
$230 or something?
Something, a few dollars. Wow. I didn't know I was going to have to follow Whitney Cummings, I'm going to be honest. I was hoping we'd go before you, but that's okay. So the Nerd Machine, Zach, Courtney, my wife, and myself are so honored to receive this award from Operation Smile. To be in the company of former honorees like Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, PepsiCo, and the Hearst Corporation is a little intimidating since their intern pool is bigger than our company. But we appreciate being in such prestigious association. It is one of the great honors of my life to work with this charity and its founders, Dr. Bill and Kathy McGee, over the last 6 years. Their lives should serve as an inspiration to all of us, as their commitment to helping others is unmatched in my experience. Thank you for all that you do. And thanks to the entire Operation Smile organization and the countless volunteers of doctors, nurses, and others that donate their time to save lives around the world. There's so many people that have made this possible for us. I want to personally thank my parents for raising me in a home of faith, honesty, and integrity. Taught me the value of hard work and commitment. I am the person I am because of them. Thanks for understanding my decision to forego law school and instead work as a prop master in a tiny theater for $170 a week. I know that wasn't easy to accept, but look where I am now, doing okay. We have to thank companies like Xbox, AMD, Johnson & Johnson, EA, Kellogg's, and countless others for their support of NerdHQ. Without them, it would not be possible for us to produce our event and raise the money that we do. I want to thank our good friend Carl Stewart of Petrol Advertising, as he represents us to our brands and make sure they want to come back year after year so that we can continue raising money for Operation Smile. I especially want to thank the employees of Nerd Machine, the volunteers, yeah, it's Loud Josh, you guys know him, and the fans who support our event and donate their money for panels, photos, autographs, and auction items. They make our fundraising possible, $20 at a time. I want to thank Zach for being a great partner, but most of all, a great friend. Most of all, I want to thank my wife, Courtney, for her love, compassion, and patience. I know I'm talking a lot, I'm sorry. God knows that in the middle of HQ planning, it ain't easy to be married to me, but without you, I would be lost. Every year when I say, I'm not planning NerdHQ again, you're there to tell me that it will be fine, and after the event is over, we look at each other, and we know there's nothing else we'd rather be doing than impacting the lives of others through the event. It's actually very symbolic that Nerd Machine and Operation Smile came to work together. Although Zach became an ambassador long before our company existed, both entities work with people who sometimes see the world in similar ways. Just as people born with cleft lips and palates are ostracized from their communities, shamed, and made to feel like they caused their issues. The nerds in our community feel like outsiders, oftentimes ignored for being different and left alone without hope. Not only is it our responsibility to raise money and awareness for Operation Smile, but also provide a community built on compassion, inclusion, and acceptance. Being a nerd is simply being passionate about something. We want everyone to embrace that passion without insecurity, fear, or regret. You know, we get a lot of messages from after NerdHQ every year, and I just want to read a few really quick ones just so you guys understand. And I feel kind of, it's weird after Whitney talks about like, oh, this is the least we can do. And it is. The least we can do is give this money, the ticket money and the panels and the photos to Operation Smile. But the amazing thing about what, again, NerdHQ happened so kind of accidentally in a lot of ways that this community grew so much larger than we ever thought. It's been impactful to people who experience it through becoming a guest of NerdHQ or for being a volunteer. One of our fans wrote to us, in addition to the people they've helped through OpSmile, the positive effect they've had on the nerd community is incredible. I know that I'm nowhere near alone when I say that NerdHQ has brought so many lovely people and wonderful friendships into my life. Not only that, but I've been able to have so many incredible experiences and opportunities just from their influence alone. I've found more love, happiness, and much needed sense of belonging through T&M than with anything else in my life. So thank you. You do great things. You inspire, you create, and you make a difference, and not just through OpSmile, which means you're far more than a company, you're a community. You're a family. Thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. I'm honored. You can scroll through the rest of this online. I'm honored to be a part of that, to be able to feel like what the little things that we're doing. And again, guys, we got great friends that come and do this for free. They come and talk. They give Q&As. They take pictures. They do signings where they could all make money. But instead, they donate that money to Operation Smile. And for that, we are forever grateful. It is our honor to serve our community and Operation Smile. I hope the next 6 years are even more powerful than the last. I have one request from everyone here tonight. This is going to sound really weird because the reception in here isn't great. Everybody in this building, I want you to download the Donate a Photo app. I know this sounds super silly. It's fast, it's free, and it's the easiest way I've ever seen to raise money for Operation Smile. If you take a photo, you post it, every time you do that, it's $1 for Operation Smile. Donate a photo by Johnson & Johnson. It costs you nothing except 30 seconds of your time. Do it whenever you can. If you do it tonight, there's about 450 people in this room, right? That's almost 2 surgeries. If you do it every day, you can raise $365 for the charity by yourself for doing nothing but posting a photo. If each of us in this room donates a photo every day, that's over $165,000 for Operation Smile this year. I don't know of a more inexpensive way to pay for 657 surgeries in 1 year. I think that's the least we can do. Thanks again for this amazing honor, and now I'll step out of the way so Zach can talk for a minute.
I didn't prepare anything. You're welcome. Except for this suit. You're welcome. Dave pretty much summed all that up. We're really honored to be honored. Although, and this might sound very trite, but the honor really is the fact that we just get to be a part of something that's way bigger than us, way bigger than anyone in this room, way bigger than the Nerd Machine, way bigger than Comic-Con, way bigger than our careers collectively. It's the world, and we have such limited time that we spin around on this crazy big mud ball with all the weird stuff that's going on in it right now, and so that we can all gather tonight and collectively breathe and say, look, there's good stuff going on in the world. And by the way, Bill and Kathy McGee, #relationship goals. You guys are you're the bomb. You're the bomb.com. Also, going on what Bill was saying earlier, and I'll try to keep all this stuff really, really short, but that emotion equals action. Emotion equals action. And anybody who knows me knows that I'm not a very emotional person. Clearly my friends at this table. So I'm just going to share one little quick story. I do this every single time. I know I can get very long-winded. But when I went to Honduras, I've only been on one mission, unfortunately. I want to go on more. But I went to Honduras, and there was one child in particular, and this child was brought in, and it was a very, 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 very small baby. It looked like it was probably about 2 months old, and it had a bilateral cleft, which is something similar you've seen on here. It's both. It's on both sides of the teeth, and the baby was being measured, and it came out eventually that the child was actually 2 years old, and it had the weight and the size of a 2-month-old infant, and they asked the parents, "What is your child's name?" And they said, "We don't have a name. We didn't think this baby was going to live." Their own child had, not because they put so little worth in their child, but because the world had given up. Their ability to even serve their child or care for their child was gone. And I think that one of the things that we try to do, that we stand for, and certainly what I try to stand for, and maybe it's this year of my life that's been so crazy, and me evaluating, well, what are we here for? What are we doing? What are we struggling with? It's our worth, our own self-worth, and the worth that we pour out into other people. That's why we all pay the shrinks and the therapists that we pay all the time. What am I worth, doc? Oh, you're worth so much. We are. But what we can do with this is it's not just fixing someone's face. It's telling a child that they're worth something. They have value in their life. We get to tell them, even strangers, anesthesiologists and nurses, and we get to go into these countries that we may never see them again, and we tell this child by fixing their face and giving them hope again that they are worth something in this life. So I hope that gives you some kind of emotion to move on and say, here's my money, Operation Smile. Take it. Go change the friggin' world. I hope that you do that. And the last thing, I'll leave you with this. I read this a few years ago at another gala, and I feel like some things bear repeating, and I think this bears repeating, and every time I get a chance, I'll read it to you. It's an old, wise thing that someone way older and wiser than me said once upon a time, but I hope it resonates with you. May God bless you with discomfort at easy answers, half-truths, and superficial relationships, so that you may live deep within your heart. May God bless you with anger at injustice, oppression, and exploitation of people, so that you may work for justice, freedom, and peace. May God bless you with tears to shed for those who suffer pain, rejection, hunger, and war, so that you may reach out your hand to comfort them and turn their pain into joy. And may God bless you with enough foolishness to believe that you can make a difference in the world, so that you can do what others claim cannot be done, to bring justice and kindness to all our children and the poor. God bless you guys. Have a great night. Go. Intro you. Hi, bud. So this knucklehead showed up. Ladies and gentlemen,
introductions, man.
Stephen Amell. So basically, I went to Stephen and I was like, hey, dude, can you come and do a panel with us again at HQ? And he's like, whatever you need, as long as I can fit it into my schedule, I'm happy to do it. And we had a slot at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
What's that slot going to be called going forward?
What's that?
That's the Stephen Amell Memorial Time slot.
That's the Stephen Amell Memorial Time slot. We're going to just call it the Steve slot. Just go with it. Anyway, point is, and then he said, hey, I also happen to have this little window from 3 to 4 on Friday, and I'd be happy to do another panel. I go, dude, rock and roll, that is so generous of you. Thank you. Would you want to invite anyone that you might know to come and join you on your Stephen Amell mystery-ish panel? And he said, yeah. So we gathered some folks. And Stephen, if you could be so kind as to introduce us to your first mystery guest.
My first mystery guest will be making his, I want to say, like, acting debut. Although he played a character before on episode 503 of Arrow. He may not be ready backstage. They're going to rush him out, but it's Mr. Cody Rhodes.
Cody!
Eventually, the door will open. By the way, Cody's dressed in a suit, okay? Make sure you ask him how hot he is, because it was a horrible mistake. He was standing out there waiting with you guys because I didn't, like, hook him up with the correct thing. And he's like, this is a nightmare. I'm sweating so much. I'm sweating so much. I'm sweating so much. He'll come out eventually.
Oh, he's just going to keep sweating back there. By the way, speaking of sweating, how is, you're fanning yourself a little bit. Is the AC better this year than it was last year? Yes? Okay, fantastic. Are you guys enjoying the tiered seating better? Oh, see, we aim to please, guys. We aim to please. While we're waiting for Cody, apparently,
He'll
does
eventually
anybody have
come
a
out.
question for just Steven? Yes, you in the back. Yes, raising your hand, yeah.
Oh, no, don't look behind you. You're in the back row.
Hi.
Hey,
Huge fan, obviously.
thank you.
So just while we're waiting for anyone who didn't see the Conan show last night,
Yeah.
would you give us a second to get our cameras ready and then show us a CW smolder?
Wait a minute. The CW what? No.
See?
Let me explain. Let me
You better,
explain.
and you better start quick.
This was like a Conan thing because whenever you do the promo for the promo pictures, like when we did the Arrow promo pictures, those things happen before we've even shot the pilot, right? And you have like a photographer going, "All right, sexy, give me sexy." It has nothing to do with your character.
No.
Right? It's what every character, regardless of if they're a hero or a murderer, do on the CW. So yeah, I'll do the CW smolder for you. All right, ready? On.
Camera's ready. Camera's ready.
Give me a countdown. Give me a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2. See, but I'm sorry, but that's no smolder. That's, Eric, are they coming? Can you go? You want my smolder? That's a motherfucking smolder right there.
Hello?
No. What are you talking? No, we asked Cody to come out. Where's
We asked Cody to come off. Do you guys have a feedback there? What is happening at
Tell
NerdHQ?
Cody to get his ass out here.
Tiered seating, but no
I
communication.
know, it's clearly... Cody, come out here, Cody. Cody! Come on, Cody. Where's his chair? Where's his chair? What is happening? HQ is falling apart right now. And tell everybody else back there to hide their asses. Jesus.
I'll stand.
No, here we go. Thank you, Eric. Eric Blackman, everybody. Yeah. Photographer extraordinaire, bada bing. Cody, welcome to NerdHQ. Why the suit?
I got no details as to what I was being involved with. Steven asked me about coming, and then today, I think he woke up about 30 minutes ago, and I still...
Right. I went out with John Barrowman last night.
There you go.
Well, that was your first wrong move.
I woke up at 1:48 p.m. today.
I say well done.
Great day.
Thank you very much.
Stephen, who is your next item up for bid? Who is your next mystery panelist?
We should just invite them out. The door should just open, and they.
You want to just open the door and everybody come
just
out?
open the door.
All right. Are you guys ready to meet the rest of your panelists? Would you like to introduce them?
It's getting hot in here.
Just keep bringing them out, Eric. Eric, just keep bringing them out. Just keep bringing them out. Hi, Emily.
Oh my God! Hi. Wow.
Do you
I didn't
enjoy
even
the
know-
tiered seating? It's new.
I'm gonna go work on. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go work this out. I am
like
not happy.
A really sexy movie theater.
Yeah. Where's someone can ask a question. That's sort of what these are for, right? Yes,
Yeah.
you're right there. I see you with the
can pick.
purple hair.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if it was weird under the lights or something.
No, it's actually purple. My name's Danielle. I actually watch your Instagram feed, but I really get delighted to see you with your daughter. This is my daughter. Oh, hey. And is it really hard for you to miss your daughter when you're filming? Do you have any interaction?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, my wife and I have this like calendar on a computer. Everybody has them. It's with this service called Google, and we always plan to make sure that, because they're usually up in Vancouver for the first couple of months of filming, but then they'll be in Los Angeles because she's starting school there and all that stuff. But we always make a plan and make sure that we execute that. We never go more than maybe 5 days, 6 days, and but it's tough. It's getting harder. You know what I mean? Like, I had to leave Hawaii and go to China for press for Turtles, and it used to be that like Cass would send me a photo of her. And now it's like a video of her going, Dada, I love you so much, and I will see you in Vancouver. So it's getting harder, but it's cool that you guys made the trip together. That's awesome.
Do you guys want to meet our last panelist?
Who's
So
out there?
this last panelist is interesting because he's somebody who has worked with Steven and is a friend of Steve's, but is also a friend of mine who also just happened to have a little window where you could come and hang out with us. So if you guys wouldn't mind, please put your hands together for one Mr. Arthur Darvill.
Hello, friends.
You're so English.
Hi, guys. This is nice.
You're so like
nice.
styling English. You got your shoes on, your hat. You're like, come on.
I had to run through the airport in these. I was like a mess. I was like, yeah, we're gonna miss our flight. It's great.
So this is fun, right? All right, there we go. Who is the next question? Yeah, I'm gonna go you right here with your red shirt. Yes. Is that a Hamilton shirt? Oh, it's an Arrow shirt that's based on a Hamilton. Wow.
Great.
That is meta right there.
Oh, so good.
I have a question related to that.
Okay.
Well, first I wanted to say congratulations to Stephen and Emily for winning the Ship of the Year award. The reason we all voted so hard is because you guys work so hard at your job, so thank you for that. Okay. So my question...
Oh, for the second year in a row.
Second year in a row.
Yeah.
Second year in a row.
That was a really subtle plug.
I'm so jealous
Continue.
you got to accept.
So my question is about Hamilton, and obviously everyone has gotten into it lately, and I wanted to know for everyone on the panel, if you could play one character in the show, who would it be?
The King. I listened to that song, You'll Be Back, while I'm running.
Yes.
But when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love.
What is this Hamilton show we're talking about? I've never heard of it. Interesting.
Sorry, who would
You
you?
sing it. You probably sing it in your sleep.
Who would you play?
I sing it in my nightmares.
fair.
That's not true. I love those guys. Who would you play in Hamilton?
Ooh, Lafayette.
Ooh. Little David Diggs on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cody has no idea what Hamilton.
We were just.
I don't
saying
need
that
to see it, apparently.
Yeah, we haven't seen it, but
haven't
we
seen
feel
it.
like we've just got with the gist of it.
We could do a quick rendition under.
That was
Please.
like that,
If
that,
you could
that
sing
was
it
the
from
Broadway
beginning to
equivalent of
end.
being like Rickrolled right now. You just got Hamill rolled or
Yeah.
something. Like, what just happened? Have you not seen Hamilton? Have you not?
I live in England.
No excuse. Next question. And you guys want to pick, or you want me to pick? I'm gonna pick them. Right back up in the back there. I have the power to pick.
Hi, my question's for Emily. I was just wondering what it was like working on Paranormal Solutions, Inc. and how it was different from working on television.
What
is that?
Some of my friends in Vancouver put together this amazing comedy, thriller, horror about reality, sort of a reality version of fiction about hunting down paranormal activity people. Anyway, so one of my good friends, Kari, did my makeup, and we created this character who was like a fake Australian. And they just gave me monologues and then let me do whatever I wanted, and we filmed in a bar for like 8 hours.
This is the best day of work.
Yes, it was the best. It was the best day of work. It was 4 of my closest friends in Vancouver, very creative minds in a bar, filming 3 things I love: friends, alcohol, and filming. Yeah, it was good. And I got to play Australian, sort of. Your voice is beautiful.
Don't suck up to him. Don't just suck up.
Let me do my thing.
No. Next question. Oh, well, that's nice.
Don't suck up to them.
Well. I gave security specific instructions to not let him into the building. I don't know how the hell this happened. Although you look fantastic in those pumps.
Do you know how hard it is to walk all the way from the con in these to here? Can I tell you, I did this for you? I have blisters. By the way, sorry. I have a challenge for you. Yeah?
You're sorry for what? For keeping him up until 7 in the morning? What happened?
I have pictures.
Oh, no, don't think you're going to see
the best one, which I didn't even realize had happened. Hi, honey. Oh, you're saying my sister.
Behind you.
Oh, yeah. The elevator. There's one of you standing in the elevator going like this, and I'm on the floor with my pants off.
So every other Friday night? Again.
I think I'd be more surprised if you had your pants on, to be honest.
Ooh. Oh. They are your size. And I want to see if you can walk in them.
No. No. Hold on a second. $20. $40?
40.
This is what's going to happen. Whoever has the highest bid will watch Stephen walk in these high heels. Beautiful, by the way. Great taste. And then you'll get to take a picture with him. Is that all right? Does that sound good? What's that?
60?
500. 500. Oh, that's a mic drop motherfucking situation.
How about if I take my pants off?
Less.
1,000. No, I'm kidding.
The wheels have fallen off the wagon, folks. I got 500.
Don't put them on me.
I want to.
Wait.
No, this is like total. Cinderella, I will love you.
Watch your toe. What if they don't fit?
And 240 more if he signs your book? Are you kidding me? I'll get him to sign it regardless. 240, you're awesome.
They're bigger.
$500 to take a picture with Steven in high heels. I got 500. Any more? Really? Really? I mean, guys, once in a lifetime, really. Or every other Saturday night. That's really what's happening. Oh my God, this is fantastic. $500 going once.
Never seen you more.
What? I love that you were literally over like she has a camera in her hands going 600. She was already on you. 650?
Going once.
No, don't do that. No, I got 650. 650. 8. Dude, she's not 800. 800 once, twice sold, and I'm gonna get this signed regardless. $800 right here.
Wow.
I'm gonna have him sign that later.
I'm gonna
Get your bank card out because I take American Express.
I'm gonna wipe out.
Come here, I need both of you right here, right now.
Oh my God.
I need both of you right here, right now.
All right, so you want to just walk like I love you right now.
What are you doing to me?
I love you even more right now. Here, so you want to walk heel to toe, okay? And you got to put a little bit of swagger in it, right?
By the way, I've spent the equivalent of probably a day waiting for girls on our show to change out of flats into heels, and I was always annoyed. Just leave your heels on all day. I get it now.
There you go. It's good.
Like
it's
a baby
good.
deer, guys. Like a baby
torture.
deer. That's the photo right there. There.
Got it.
You're welcome. Thank you, sweetheart.
I'll grab that.
You look so graceful.
You seriously, you look like a newborn calf. That's, you were just like,
It's like Bambi on ice.
happening right now.
Steve, you're walking like you have hemorrhoids.
Stephen, and if you could sign this for me.
Oh, sure
for
thing,
that
man.
lovely lady who just. Oh, that's what happens with tequila. There you go. Next question. I'm gonna go right here on the aisle, right here, throwing up the peace sign. Please stand and be counted.
All right. First of all, just wanted to wish you a happy early birthday, Emily. You're welcome. Hope you have a good weekend. And thank you for coming to this panel. I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of everybody when I say that we are stoked to have you here.
I'm stoked to be here. I was invited and I was like, oh my God.
Great. So I was wondering, you guys have shot a lot of episodes, obviously, for Arrow.
95.
Coming up on
Whoa!
But who's counting?
Almost 100.
I am.
And I was wondering if you look back at all the scenes and moments, which one you are the most proud of, where you look back and you're like, I killed that.
Keeled that like Keele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeled over.
Yeah, like only that.
Fantastic.
I don't know about, looking back in that sense, but I always remember episode 14 of season 1 when you were on the gurney pretty much the whole time. And you were going into these flashbacks and we were trying to save you and we were working with needles. And didn't we accidentally poke you? David fell on his back because we were still wetting the ground from the arrow cave and he slipped.
I've never seen David Ramsey mad is terrifying.
Yeah.
And they used to wet the floor in the foundry in the arrow cave.
Because it looked cool.
Because it looks cool.
Super dangerous in heels, by the way.
Until
And it is. I asked so many times. I was like, I am going to die in here.
yeah,
This
David
is
wiped
how I
out.
go.
David wiped out hard. Yeah, he wiped out really hard. I was very proud of that episode. That was a cool episode.
We have that on tape, David falling. We've never seen it.
Well, it's in the blooper reel. You just don't know how mad he was afterwards.
Oh boy.
Next, yeah, right over here. That's a fantastic hat, by the way. Twinsy.
Hi, my name's Misty, and I just wanted to know who's the biggest prankster on the Arrow set.
That was the most succinct answer we've ever gotten at a NerdHQ panel. Fantastic. Next question. Let's go right. I think I saw that hand in the back shoot up the fastest. You gotta be quick, kids. You gotta be quick. You gotta be as quick as it took to be quick to get the tickets to this panel, actually. That's how fast you need to be.
Hey, Cody Rhodes, I love you. When can we expect the next rematch between Stardust and the Green Arrow?
Right now.
Episode 503. That's all I literally have to say. I was told yesterday, I asked, what can I say to promote? I'm very excited about being on this season. I'm blown away. I mean, John Barrowman's on this show, blown away. And all they told me I could say is that Steven and I get into a fight. That's it. So
I'm going to make sure I'm there that day.
Me too, yeah.
Even if I'm not in the script, I am going to be there because.
I'll bring wine. Do you want to hang out?
Let's hang out. I'll make the dip like I did when they fought on, and the rest. I'll do my special cheese dip.
Love it.
I will be there. I will be there.
How gassy is the set when you make your special cheese dip? Is everybody just walking around just farting their brains out? Is it that? Anyway, next question.
I think we all know, if you're a fan of the show and you follow us, that John's farts don't smell.
It's one
They
thing
don't.
You know.
They don't, and it's. I'm sure you've all heard the story before, right?
I'm sure you all have heard his farts.
Yeah, and yeah, they don't. We were doing a sequence where, quickly, Stephen is carrying Willa and going to take her to Ra's al Ghul to bring her back to life in the Lazarus pit. I'm behind with David, and you're up with Stephen, and they're doing a scene, a lot of dialogue.
Everyone's having a really good time, and I'm carrying a fully grown human being.
Correct.
Again,
And having to
again at night outside in Vancouver.
having to speak.
Yes.
Over and above it, and look like it's not, holding her. So I'm in the back, and I said to David, and we're walking, we're looking cool. I said, David, I got a fart. And he goes, what do you mean you got a fart? I said, I got a fart. He said, well, don't fart because it'll stink. Scene going on right in front. I said, no, it won't stink because my farts don't smell. He said, shut up, your farts could not smell. I said, they don't smell. Scene going on. I said, wait, watch. Ready? He said, do it. I go, looking all cool. Scene going on. And I go, look, my ear. Malcolm's just adjusting. And he goes, dude, they don't smell. And I'm like, told you they don't smell. Scene going on. And cut. Steve turns around and he goes, fart in my mouth and prove it.
So what happened when he farted in your mouth?
Best night of my life.
That was last night, by the way.
That's what happened on the elevator.
That's what happened.
Oh! Cody, get ready, kiddo.
So I have a question because I've never actually worked in Vancouver, and yet there's so many shows that are all shooting, like all the CW thing, everything in the DC world, now that Supergirl's gone up there and everything. Do you guys actually see each other outside of work? Or is work so not, I mean, because I can only assume, having been in that world, that you're working all the fucking time, but you're all working in the same world. So do you all like go and hang out and grab some beers at some pub or what?
We
just met.
Yeah, we just met today after working in the same place for a year.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that true?
We
never met.
Oh, all right.
Seen you on TV, man. Good job.
No, you're really good. Really good. Really good. But, yeah, I'll give you
I've been on your
highlights
show,
there.
actually.
Yeah, I know.
Because does it make it easier or more comforting knowing that you're away from home? You're clearly away from home because you're not.
No, Emily's from Vancouver.
Oh, you're from Vancouver.
Yep.
All right.
But when you're up there, we all have places to live. It's not like we're homeless. And
No. I know that. But when you're disconnected, from where even if you have your own place. I mean, I know having worked on location, like we were shooting up in Heroes in Toronto, like. The only people that I knew were my cast, and we're all like trying to hang out as much as we can. And if you can't do that, like, where are you going? You're gonna go bump into some random stranger on the street and go, hi,
No.
I'm working on Legends of Tomorrow. Is it possible for us to go get a beer? You look like a very honest and nice person.
That's like a regular Saturday night for me.
We see people on The Flash a lot because they literally shoot on the stage next to us.
Oh, you guys are in the same.
We're the same.
Okay.
We're at Vancouver Film Studios.
Oh, gotcha.
in Vancouver.
Is Legends not in the same?
We are not in the same place.
And Supergirl.
They use a lot of
Supergirl's
green
out in the
screen.
middle
We just do it all on green screen. I phone it all in from London.
It's not really you, is it?
It's not me.
No.
It's someone playing me, playing Rip. It's Benedict Cumberbatch playing me, playing Rip Hunter. And he's very good.
Well, he's doing very good.
But he doesn't know it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's smog level. That's that's where he's at right now.
Yeah.
We do hang out sometimes, and what's nice is when you if it's dinners that are being put on by the CW, or like I know Steven and I have been out in Vancouver a couple times, but the thing that people remember, I mean, I go in and out of the show, which is totally awesome. Stephen and Emily and some of the others are there all the time. So when they're working, they've got to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning for hair and makeup, or even earlier, and then they're working till 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. The last thing they kind of want to do is go out with someone who's been like, I've been off for 3 days, let's go out for a drink. So it's
and wear heels.
Yeah, exactly. You got to realize that that's their work. People who are, when they're working really, really hard. But we tend to try to do things we take with the crew and go out for drinks, and that's always fun because you get to see things from a different angle.
You know what's become a nice tradition, actually, is we almost always, if we go to a con, we do a Saturday night dinner, which is where you and Cody met for the first time. And
what an experience.
I am blessed. Watching John try to keep his composure in front of Cody was hilarious.
Didn't keep his composure.
Cody knows this, so I'm not saying anything. I think he's gorgeous, right? And, also his wife, gorgeous couple. So I have to keep my composure. Right now, I am dilating big time.
Your eyes?
My eyes are dilated.
Arthur, if you need to go, I understand. Stretch it out.
No, I'm fine. You have to keep distance. I don't want to, it's fine. But he's, awesome guy, and really a lot of fun. We had a great night in Dallas, didn't we?
I only knew John as Malcolm Merlin, essentially. So when I got there and show tunes were being belted out, at just an amazing decibel, and the night continued on. It was really an invaluable experience. Invaluable.
A life lesson.
Yes. That's the word I hear associated with John the most is invaluable. That's what I. Next question. You had somebody, Stephen. You were. That gentleman right there. Powderpuff Girl, Doctor Who, Powderpuff Girl. Yeah. Our Jewish friend. Yes. I say that because I know he's Jewish. He was in the last panel. Anyway. Look, I'm faux Jew, okay?
I understood that reference.
Thank you.
I understood that reference.
Well, clearly, you were there last panel.
Yeah.
Guys,
I love Arrow. I love Legends. I would love to know, both of you, what's the difference between doing an American TV show and a British TV show?
I showed everyone a picture of the craft services on. I'm shooting a show called Broadchurch at the moment in England as well. And, the craft services on that is just a white table with one pot of coffee on it and a biscuit. Just one biscuit. That everyone has to fight over. Me and David Tennant have half each. Yeah. So the food's nicer. And the hours are longer, and
Crews work just as hard on both sides.
yeah, there's not that much difference. Everyone, you tell them to work and try and make it really good every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys, and in the UK, you do actually have tea breaks.
We have an hour for lunch in.
Yeah.
Well, you have an hour for lunch, but you also have I remember when I shot some out there, and you all break down for tea every once in a while.
It's really important.
Yeah, it is. It's
No,
good
but
for the morale.
Clearly, you've been keeping it going for a long time.
But people are addicted to it. Without it, you don't want to see what people do without their tea. I've seen people nearly kill a man without that tannin.
Well, with the weather over there, I totally understand.
The weather's terrible. You take away their tea.
God knows.
Yeah.
God knows.
Tea's British crack.
Yeah.
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 I got some.
You literally you just have a canister of tea on you at all times.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might just go rogue. You might just start killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that across the border?
I don't know.
Next question, Stephen. Why did you pick him out? It's your panel.
Yes. The second Arrow Hamilton. By the way, I have one of those shirts.
Yes,
and
Justine and Nat got it for you. And it's fabulous.
I wear it underneath the costume. I haven't put out the photo yet because the costume's a little bit different, and I can't show it until we show our sizzle reel tomorrow. But just know that I have sweated profusely in an Arrow Hamilton crossover T-shirt.
And know that next year I'm going to get him to sign that and auction it off to all of you guys. So hope you want something sweaty. All right.
I didn't know that shirt existed, but all I'm saying to you is you need to give me one.
I agree. I want one too.
We can arrange that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And your question?
So my brain just short fused for just a moment. But okay, for Stephen and Emily, what has been your favorite Oliver and Felicity stunt that you've done together? And can you possibly tease any stunts you're doing together in season 5?
You remember the elevator?
The elevator in season 1.
Wait, we can't talk about season 5, right?
That was
We don't have any stunts yet in season
we
5
don't.
together, no?
Who knows about season 5? But what about all those other things?
Yeah, we built an elevator shaft on our stage, which is now our lair.
Yep.
Season 5 lair was the
Yep.
elevator shaft before, and then we just got hooked onto some wires, and
Yeah, and it was legit high.
yeah, they don't let me do that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Does that bum you out? Would you like doing your own stunts?
I mean, yeah, that was exhilarating. I would do that. Yeah, let's get another elevator shaft.
Let's get in an elevator shaft again.
There's some here.
There are.
I'm sorry, I'm not covered for that in insurance. I can't. That would end me.
I got stuck in an elevator a couple of weekends ago.
I heard.
Literally stuck, and I'm stuck in there with a friend of mine, and my wife is outside, and our concierge in our building is like, they're coming, people are gonna be here soon, and the friend of mine that I was in there with, I turned to her and I was like, just so you know, we're about 15 minutes out from me peeing. We've been in there for over an hour. At the end of the night, I had to pee. Fire department came. Crisis averted. So elevator shaft, yes. Elevator, not so much.
Stephen?
Yes, that gentleman up there. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, thanks. Hi, love all your work. Thank you so much for all the
Thank
work
you
that you do.
Thank you for loving my work so much. That's all right, continue.
I'm an elementary school teacher, and I was just curious, what were some of your favorite childhood books?
Awesome question. Awesome question.
John?
Well, I write books with my sister now. Most of you know, but my favorite book, it's my sister over there. My favorite book when I was a kid, I first started off with Enid Blyton books from the UK and doing a lot of that, the Famous Five. But the one that impacted me the most when I was in crossing junior high school to high school was S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders. And that is, I have an original copy of that in my bookshelf at home. It cost a fortune. But I have that, and also I'm really chuffed to say that S.E. Hinton follows me online, and it's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
That's my book.
Darvel?
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe,
yeah.
and the whole Chronicles of Narnia. I had a map of Narnia on my wall, and used to hide in my wardrobe for days on end.
Did it ever work?
You're like, open. I put all the wool coats in here.
totally.
Come on.
This guy could literally not be more English.
I know. And that's why I love him.
That's Benedict Cumberbatch.
I know. I'm a huge fan.
Cody?
The Giving Tree.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love that book. That's fantastic. Emily?
Thank you for the good reception on that. I was worried.
The first book that ever made me cry was The Face on the Milk Carton. It was a pretty dark book for a child to be reading. And I wanted to reread it this year, but I haven't found it anywhere. I loved The Giver. There was this book called The Creek, which was the scariest book I ever read. I was like 13. And I was like, oh, horror's the best. Now I can't read it. I couldn't read that now to save my life. Any Harry Potter, and I was obsessed. I loved the Aragon series. I wasn't a kid when I read those. So.
But a kid at heart. Stephen?
I've elementary school. Bury Me Deep by Christopher Pike.
Does anybody? Oh. And all of you are going, what is that book? I don't know. What is that book? Yeah, have you guys actually, all the people who just sighed right now, have you read that book? Do you know that book? Back there.
People know Christopher Pike, right? Yeah, he did a series of like Final Friends. Was that a series? Whatever. It was like teenage.
I want to read that.
Every once in a while there'd be a boob or something like that. That's what you want when you're in fifth grade.
No, look, I get my favorite was 50 Shades of Grey, and it was a really early edition when I was in elementary school. It was very tame. No, actually, I was going to say The Giving Tree.
I misjudged the age we were talking here. I thought like little kids, right?
Yeah, elementary teacher. Yeah,
feel very behind now.
The Giving Tree to me was one of the most that rocks your world as a kid. It actually gives you a perspective of just how selfish you can be as a human, as an individual, and what's in us, and that this tree, this mother figure, this giver, this life giver, gives all the way until it's gone, it's dead, and as a kid you're like, wait, what? Like there's no real technical happy ending. It's you've taken everything you can out of this thing, and then it says, and chop me up and make me into a house. And you're like, oh my God, I don't even know how to handle that right now.
Yeah, I feel like you still might not know.
I don't. But I think that's actually one of the problems with, if I can be so bold as to go onto a tangent really quick, that's one of the problems. It's NerdHQ, it's what we do. But I think it's one of the problems with society now is people want to shelter their kids so much. Like when we were growing up watching cartoons, even Disney movies, there was some dark shit in there. People were dying. We were learning lessons as a young kid. You were not incubated from, there's darkness in the world. And now with helicopter parenting and all these things, and by the way, I'm not a parent. I'm not trying to pick, you all parent how you want to parent. But the point is there's all these things online now that come up of hey, you know what's a great idea? To let your kid play outdoors. I'm like, I'm sorry, there needs to be a study on that shit? Yes, fucking let your kid play outdoors. Let them go get muddy. Let them rip their knees up and stuff.
My
we're rubber when we're kids.
My daughter's favorite movie is Adventures in Babysitting. Okay? which was my favorite movie, which I let her watch, which came out in 1987, which means that I was 6. It's also my sister's favorite movie. We used to watch it all the time. The critical moment and takeaway line from that movie is 2 gangs about to fight, Elizabeth Shue getting in the middle, and the guy going, "Don't fuck with the Lords of Hell," and her going, "Don't fuck with the babysitter." Which I'm super pumped for my daughter to say when she goes to preschool. But there's like, that movie, there's like real humor. It would be rated R today. It was rated PG in 1987, which I think gets to your point. It's a weird sheltered thing that, that we're doing. It's like when Deadpool came out and people are like, wow, people like R-rated action films. Die Hard?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I know.
What the part of my language, but the pussification of cinema and all this stuff, it's crazy to me. What are you doing?
And not that it's not important, by the way, I think and again, I'm not the parent in this situation, you are, but to ensure that your kids are not getting inundated with stuff they shouldn't be getting inundated with, you have to do that, but to go so far as to essentially create a bubble around your kid where they have no idea what the rest of life is and what's going on, then by the time they actually come of age to start having an understanding, they're way behind the 8 ball. They have no idea what's going on. And then if you double down on the misery and your form of parenting is, here's an iPad, and that's all they do all day long, then they're completely disconnected from even understanding what it means to be human.
My daughter doesn't watch TV or movies except if it's a special treat. But the best part about that is when we travel with her, which we have to do all the time. That kid has been on more planes now than I was by the time I was 21. But now when we travel with her, we give her an iPad, and we give her headphones, and she basically essentially becomes luggage.
Put her in the overhead compartment, she's good. She's totally good.
3 hours later.
But that's an appropriate time to give a kid an iPad. I mean, look, we all have our own iPads in the backs of the seats, hopefully, depending on what flight you're on. But it's like, yeah, you're sitting there chilling, going and doing what you're doing. But when people
you don't want to teach parenting lessons at 35,000 feet when your kid's yelling and screaming. You don't want to do that.
No, just give them Cheerios and an iPod.
Yeah.
iPad. Next question, Stephen.
Yes.
Hi, I love you all. I have 2 really quick questions. One, when are we going to get Zach at Heroes and Villains? And 2, one of my favorite moments from HQ was when Arthur, Karen, and Matt sang Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm not going to ask you to sing.
Fuck. Carry on.
I was wondering what your favorite car karaoke you sing at the top of your lungs song is. Thank you.
Right now?
Yeah.
Alexander Hamilton.
Really? We're so out of the loop.
I'm going to gift you the soundtrack right now, Cody. No, I'll give it to you.
Emily, what's your favorite carpool karaoke?
Now, I mean, today I was listening to Jenny from the Block.
Like you do.
That is great taste.
Maybe Out Loud on the train.
The Tupac portion of California Love.
I never could have seen that coming. I think this is a good time to announce that Cody's probably going to run for public office pretty soon.
Arthur?
I used to have an old Mini Cooper car, and I had the Beatles' Revolver on cassette in the thing. And so every morning when I went to work, and I had this awful job. No, it wasn't an awful job. It was a great job. I was training McDonald's employees to do birthday parties, driving around the country, and I wasn't very good at it. I wasn't very good at it at all. And so every morning when I got in the car, I started with Good Day Sunshine, and I was like in my own little movie of my life. Singing Good Day Sunshine by the Beatles. There we go. That's a little insight into my world.
Can you imagine Arthur? Light the candles, blow them out, and eat the fucking burger.
Hey, I was doing face painting and balloon modeling.
Awesome!
But with these people that had worked, this is just with these people that worked at McDonald's for like 30 years, and they were like, "Don't tell me how to do a fucking birthday party." I was like, I know, I'm being paid to do this.
Just the most apologetic job ever. Like, they told me to come in
And then
here.
I'm
I'm
going to paint
sorry.
you
I
like
know
a
you know what
lion.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Berman?
I have two actually. At the moment, it's Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, the Schuyler sisters work. And then Rhinestone Cowboy. Yeah, really good. And it's particularly if my husband's with me because he likes to belt it out. And I love listening to him sing because he's good but not really good. And I think it's wonderful when people who can't really sing belt songs out because everybody's got a voice. I have to go, and I've got to...
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Jump out, everybody.
Taking my shoes.
We got time for one more question. One more question. It better be so good. You better have thought about it for a year. No pressure. It's this guy right here. Bada bing. Don't screw this up. Stand up, stand up.
You guys are awesome, and I love all your shows. But are there any points?
You right there. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Are there any points on set where it's been a really intimate, serious scene, but nobody could take it seriously, and you all just burst into laughter?
We got it,
I
grammar
often
Nazis.
become a ladder.
Jesus.
I become a ladder quite frequently when things go wrong, and I just get really straight. And then Katie Lotz just climbs up and can get to things that are high up. We have a lot of fun doing what we're doing. It's so funny. We take it very seriously because it's a serious thing, and it's hard at times, and there's a lot to learn, and you're doing stuff and you're running around, and I get tired easily. But also I turned around to someone. I can't say who it is because it's a secret. Yesterday when we were filming, I just said, "God, we get to just chase bad guys and save the world every day. It's great. We have so much fun and laugh a lot." But I can't think of a specific moment, so I'm just filling time until.
All right, I want Arrow, one moment. What is one moment that you guys have experienced together?
Well,
where...
I'll tell you, Fart in My Mouth and Prove It was a pretty late moment of hysterical laughter. Anytime that I say it passes 3 a.m. in the Foundry, we're all...
Oh, yeah, we get the giggles big time. Last year, David, and I'm the worst, too. I break so easily. I'm like breakaway. I'm breakaway glass.
No, we get it. You're a horrible actor. We totally understand.
Last year, David Ramsey was like, if we're gonna beat this son of a bitch, we got to do it in the light of day. And it was a big scene for Diggle, and he's like, right in the middle of his monologue, on his close-up, he goes, if we're gonna beat this son of a dick, Do you remember that? And then the whole rest of the day was ruined.
It's all you could say for the rest of the day.
Because Ramsey will get mad at me because he'll be doing a line and I should be looking at him, but what I'm doing is this. Which makes him mad. And there's also the fact that Katie Cassidy could not say Nanda Parbat.
It's Amanda Poorbutt.
It became Amanda Poorbutt.
Every time.
But there's her on the blooper reel just trying to say it.
Amanda
And then it's like in the middle of an expositional line, meaning there's a lot of words, and she's like, well, if we're gonna do this, we really need to get to Nanda Parbat and execute this plan. You're gonna have to change the coverage. There's gonna have to be a single of Katie. None of us can be here. So if you ever see a scene where it looks like it should be the entire group and it's just one person, that means they did something horribly wrong and nobody could be professional enough not to laugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Stephen Amell and friends. Give them a round of applause as they get out of here.
Thank you.
Keep it going, keep it going. Stephen, Emily, Cody, Arthur. it going, keep 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 it going. Was that fun? I know, right? I love you so much. Also, where do you get all your money? I gotta figure out a new line of work. For everybody, by the way, I'm sure Eric already told you, you guys collectively raised $4,000 for Operation Smile just in this panel alone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the people who throw up extra cash for all of these random bag of shit auctions. We try to do everything for what it's worth. All you OTAers out there, we heard you. We heard you. And we got it. We were almost there. We got one. But again, and even that, just so you know, and so you can go give her and Steven a tremendous amount of love, like, it's almost like a miracle because there's the schedule down at Comic-Con is so gnarly. Like, she just landed, got in a van, and came straight here. And that's how much she cares about you guys. And that's how much he cares about you guys. And that's how much everybody cares about you guys. Thank you, and God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye.